You have an interview or need to make a presentation. Question: how do you protect your work? And what do you do with it after the fact? My name is Jennifer Mitchell-Early. I help individuals and teams achieve organizational and personal success, and this is Leadership Matters. In another video, I talked about the importance of having a portfolio and how I stumbled upon creating mine. If you didn't see that, I'll link it here. As previously stated, creating my portfolio has proven to be very beneficial for me throughout the years. It's not unusual in this line of work for you to be asked to provide a writing sample, a sample of your curriculums or programs, or even to provide a short training session for prospective clients and/or employers. From the beginning of my career, I have always been asked and been expected to present a training program. According to Harvard Business Review, employers use work samples to measure the extent of a candidate's skills and competency required for the role. It's become typical for employers as a part of the applicant vetting process to ask candidates to work on or complete a project or in some other way demonstrate what they can do and how they do it. It can even be a way to be more fair to applicants who don't interview well or whose resumes are less credentialed. Work samples are tangible examples of your work employers can request to gauge your level of skill as it pertains to the role that you're applying for. Work samples can be categorized as either past work you've previously completed or specific new assignments that potential employers ask you to complete during the selection process. Having been in this field for over 20 years, there have been occasions when prospective employees' work or ideas have been borrowed, modified, or used as a foundation for another project after the interview, even when the candidate themselves wasn't selected to fulfill the job opportunity. Additionally, I find that more and more employers select the tasks that they'd like prospects to conduct, such as reviewing and providing design feedback on existing company programs or delivering programming on specific content relative to company or department goals and objectives. As a result, many instructional designers, especially freelancers, see this as providing free work. So, how have I approached the work sample conundrum? First, I protect my work. I put my name and copyright all over everything that I do. When it comes to written samples, I don't supply complete programs, but rather small excerpts or pages clearly marked with a sample watermark. The pages are just to show an example of how I design documents or the elements contained in guides, job aids, and the like. If I facilitate a program, I never share my facilitator's guide. Since I design my participant guides to encourage engagement, there are lots of spaces for participants to fill in the blanks and provide feedback. Therefore, the guide is more of a framework rather than a comprehensive step-by-step explanation of the program. Don't get your feathers ruffled when people ask you for work samples. Instead, be prepared by knowing what you're capable of, what you're willing to share, and by protecting your work. Think about it in terms of building your portfolio. Then, whatever you decide or are asked to do, make sure to put your name all over it. So if it should leave your hands and get into someone else's, that it's clear who authored the content. Furthermore, take this opportunity to challenge yourself, to go above and beyond, to learn a different skill, to stretch outside of your comfort zone, which is going to be stressful. Trust, I understand because I do this to myself every time. But just think about how you'll continue to build your own capabilities and skill set in the process. That's what's most important. Building your portfolio and adding value to what you bring to the table. I was recently asked to design and deliver a PowerPoint presentation for a potential project. I want to share with you how I protected my work and incorporated it into my portfolio. I presented the PowerPoint presentation live, but made it into a video and added it to my electronic portfolio. Take a look. That was close. My name is Jennifer Mitchell Early, and today we're talking about the dangers of distracted driving. Specifically, we'll review what distracted driving is, the major points of distraction, common distracted driver habits, reasons people drive distracted, distracted driver facts, electronic distraction related systems, and ways to prevent distracted driving. Let's get started. According to The Economist, distracted driving has been referred to as the new drunk driving. So, what is distracted driving? In its simplest form, distracted driving includes any kind of activity that takes your attention away from the road when you're behind the wheel. While most people associate distracted driving with cell phone use, which contributes significantly, distracted driving encompasses numerous behaviors that take your attention away from the road. There are 4 major points of distraction. Visual distractions cause you to move your eyes away from the road, like turning to talk to a passenger or child in the back seat. Manual distractions happen when your hands move away from the wheel, like eating, drinking, or using electronics. Auditory distractions are sounds that cause your attention to shift, like listening to music or conversation among passengers. Cognitive distractions happen when your mind wanders and you are no longer focused on driving, like when you're preoccupied with strong emotions or too tired to drive. Common distracted driver habits include eating and drinking, applying makeup or grooming, tending to children or pets, driving while drowsy, daydreaming, talking on the phone, fiddling with onboard electronics, texting, reading, and taking pictures, and watching roadside altercations. That accident you slow down just a bit so that you can get a closer look at. Now, let's revisit my distracted driving example. In what ways was I distracted? If you say mentally, visually, and manually, you're correct. Mental distraction, my back hurt. I was tired because I didn't sleep well. I was thinking about the things that I needed to get done. Drop off the dog, make a call, check my calendar to see if I confirmed a date. Visual distraction. Look down to search for and read the directions for my destination. And manual distraction. I took my hand off the wheel to grab my phone and directions that were on the passenger seat. Why do people drive distracted? Hopefully, this gives you some ideas on how to protect your work and add it to your portfolio. If you found this information valuable, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, like it, smash the subscribe button so that you will be notified every time I upload new content. See you in my next video.